On my flight over here, I was thinking about how we met.
You couldn't stand me. Said I should quit wrestling and go back to where I came from.
Well, that wasn't very helpful, was it? I was actually thinking of what happened after that. You wrestled on some shows I was promoting, and you were impressive as hell. However, there was one thing you always turned down.
The bartender at the pub? You were constantly trying to set me up with her, but she was like 75.
No, not that. I meant how you always refused to do a British rules match. And by the way, Amelia passed away last year. God rest her soul.
Those matches are super restrictive. Way too many rules for my style. I like to do my own thing.
And how's that working out for you? There's a lesson to be learnt from working within a structure.
Okay, Shawn Michaels. Look, I see what you're getting at, but I don't think you can relate to what happened to me in WWE.
Really? When I was in WCW, they asked me to wear a stupid robe and wig and be the stereotypical blue-blood British guy, and I refused. You know who they asked next? Triple H. He turned out okay, didn't he? Sometimes you have to learn how to play within the system.
And trust the product.
Not what I was going to say, but sure. What I learnt is, you can wear the wig for a bit and then you can always take it off. At least, you gave it a fair shot. So what you say, we head over to the UK and you finally compete in a British rules match. Prove?
Okay, fine, I'll give it a shot. At least I won't have to deal with any more awkward situations at the pub.
Great. And by the way, Amelia's younger sister's the bartender now. I think you'd love her. Doesn't look a day over 72.
Let's go get our flights before you say anything else that changes my mind.
How you feeling? Did you knock off that pesky jet lag?
Yeah, and I know British rules matches can be grueling, but I'm ready to give one a shot.
I hope you're ready to give more than one.
What do you mean?
This is actually a British rules tournament, as in, you'll be competing in...
I agreed to do one, not an entire tournament.
I know you wouldn't have come over here if you found out you had to do more than one, but here's the thing. If you don't get your act together, you'll lose in the first round, and you won't have to worry about any subsequent matches, will you?
I'm already regretting.
Oi, suck it up! You're gonna be fine. And besides, the crowd is already here, so there's no backing up.
Okay, Tavish isn't around. What'd you think of what he did to get you over here?
Not surprised.
Does the fact that this is a tournament change your approach?
Now that I'm here, I'm not going to take the easy way out. If I have to compete in 3 of these British rules matches to win the tournament, then that's what I'm going to do. It could really help kickstart my comeback.
This is awkward, but I wanted to seem cool. I honestly have no idea what a British rules style match is.
It's been around forever here in the UK. The matches are 2 out of 3 falls, and there's no leaving the ring or top rope moves allowed. Got all that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Bottom line, it's going to be very tough to win this tournament, especially since it's all taking place in one night. Nonetheless, I'm just happy to be out of the WWE bubble, and no matter how it goes, I look forward to getting out there and being myself.
Look who wore the wig. And you're gonna get to wear it some more.
It wasn't bad, I guess. Actually, kind of fun.
Well, your next opponent is gonna be tougher. But the important part is that you're learning to get outside your comfort zone. And if you manage to win the match...
You have any kind of scouting report on this next guy?
Oh, no, I didn't catch his last match. Some fans bought me a pint.
So how did you know he's tougher then?
Made it up. Seemed like a coach thing to say. Anyway, I'm headed back for another free round. Ha! Another win!
Thanks, but why are you wearing your old wrestling attire? Let me guess. The fans at the bar wanted pictures with you in it.
No, but it's not a bad idea. Could make some extra bread. Anyway, it turns out the bloke you were supposed to face got hurt in his last match and can't compete in the finals. So, yours truly volunteered to fill in.
Seriously.
Well, we couldn't send the fans home without a tournament winner now, could we? Besides, some of them are my mates now. Jimmy's getting married next month, and he asked me to perform the ceremony.
Congrats.
So what do you say? You versus me, British rules. May the best fully rested, slightly buzzed man win.
All right.
Hey, I'm actually happy to run into you. WWE's having me cut together a greatest WWE Rise and Falls video package featuring you, which I kind of feel bad about. I've got all your footage from your so-called fall.
Well, if it isn't the most controversial man in wrestling. You're not following me now, are ya?
I could say the same to you. Shouldn't your boot be making contact with someone's face right about now?
Claymore's taking a little break to recharge. I'm heading home for a few weeks to see my family.
I'm actually heading the same way.
Hardly with the similarities between us end. I respect you're doing things on your own terms. I've been there. But if you want to be the top dog, you're gonna have to come back to WWE to face the best. Are you ready?
The better question is...
I knew I liked you, mate. You said you're heading my way. How about a sparring session when we get there? I'm sure we could both learn a thing or two.
Count me in. British rules? I want to give you a fighting chance.
British rules? No problem. That's just my kind of man.
One, two, that's it. Ring the bell.
Are you on vacation from WWE too? Oops. Sorry, awkward.
Chosen, what are you doing here?
The VIP lounge was closed. Broken pipe or something. I can't believe I have to wait down here with everyone.
Sorry to hear about your lounge issue, but I meant, what are you doing here at the airport?
Oh, I've been on the road promoting Pro Wrestling Japan's upcoming Apex tournament. It's going to be the biggest one ever. For the first time, it's going to include WWE Superstars who previously competed in Japan. And me, of course.
Interesting. You know, I'm on a bit of a comeback tour myself, and I'm a former WWE Superstar who previously competed in Japan. Are there any spots left in the tournament?
You're still wrestling? I thought you walked here at the airport now. I was going to see if you could get that pipe fixed for me. You look like a plumber.
No, I'm wrestling, and I'd love to get in the tournament if you can pull some strings.
There is one spot left. I can get you in a qualifying match if you do something for me first.
This better not be about the broken pipe.
I need you to say Chosen is the greatest wrestler in the world. Even better than the so-called Lock. Do that, and you will have the last spot in the Apex tournament.
My desire to be in this tournament slightly outweighs my pride and dignity. I'll do it.
Great. Whenever you're ready.
Chosen is the greatest wrestler in the world. He is better than I ever was or ever will be.
Say something else. And act like you mean it.
Every wrestler on the planet should retire immediately because no one will ever compare to Chosen. We good now?
Almost. Explain what will happen if you face Chosen in the Apex tournament. You know, just for my own self-confidence.
Okay. If I'm unlucky enough to face Chosen, he will easily defeat me in mere seconds. Again, Chosen is the best. Okay, I'm done.
Great! My social account's been on fire lately. But this is going to put it over the top. My fans, the chosen ones, are going to love hearing you say all that.
What do you mean?
Oh, that wasn't just for my self-confidence. I recorded what you said on my phone so I could post it. The entire world needs to hear you say Chosen is the greatest.
You're actually the worst.
Sorry, I already stopped recording. Can't take back what you said. Good luck in the qualifying match. Don't blow it.
The Apex tournament is finally here. How are you feeling?
A bit jet-lagged from the flight. But I'm sure once the bell rings, the adrenaline will take over and I'll be fine.
Why is this tournament so important to you?
This is a high-profile event where a successful showing would go a long way to rebuild my image. And of course, I wouldn't mind beating a few current WWE Superstars in the process.
Got it. So this is the part where you...
You really need to start doing your research. The tournament's participants are split into two groups. Each group's wrestlers face off in round-robin singles matches. Wins are worth 2 points, draws 1, and losses 0.
And that's a big deal?
Yes. I've competed there a handful of times earlier in my career, but only in opening matches. The final of the Apex tournament will be the main... I saw you won your first match too.
Obviously. But I'm not here to talk about the tournament.
You mean the video you recorded without my knowledge where you tricked me into saying all those...
Yes, that's the one. After listening back to it, your performance...
That's because I didn't believe it either. You're not better than me. And if I get the chance to...
Sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, the video still.
I watched it, and the fart sound effects you added were...
And then you would pay me the lost ad revenue? Don't think so. Besides, I want it right from when I do a
That's
photo.
my goal, too. Minus the lame...
I've seen your feed. That is lame. Anyway, only one of us.
We'll see.
You're off to a good start so far. It's going to be a tough few weeks to get to the end of this.
Any advice on how to survive?
You showed you could tough it out in the British Rules tournament.
Thanks, I guess.
There is one way you could get some extra rest, but it would go.
I'm not taking any shortcuts, and I'm...
Good call. I wouldn't have wanted to be sick.
I'm working on my victory post for after I win the tournament.
You ever hear the expression, don't count your chickens?
No. Why would I not want to count my chickens?
Whatever. Point is, let's see how the match turns out before...
I already know how it's going to turn out.
You're really not good.
Also, your old friend Shawn Michaels sent me a DM that he'll be watching out.
Piece of advice. Don't get involved with Shawn. Unless you want to lose all semblance of your identity.
I'm still hung up on this chickens thing. Does Shawn...
Congratulations. So how does it feel to be the hottest thing in pro wrestling since Paul Heyman's undershirt?
First, it's great running into you, Justine. Second, I'm going to need a minute while I erase that image from my brain.
Heyman's words, not mine. Send him on my podcast. Any chance you'd like to come onto the show?
Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of your podcast. Tavish and I listen whenever we can.
Oh, come on. Your run in the Apex tournament was incredible. And that's exactly what my listeners want to hear about.
No time like
Great.
the present.
Let's set up a time, ASAP.
Hey, heard you on Justine's podcast. Loud and clear. Talking in code again about a platter of stale ribs you threw in the trash. Clearly up to your old tricks.
I have to be totally honest. I have no idea who you are.
Name's Chase. Had a stint at the PC recently? Or you might even know me as Ribby. Ring any bells?
Oh, for sure. You're that mascot guy who almost made it to WWE. How'd that all play out?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You know exactly how it played out. I never got a contract offer because you told Shawn Michaels to stay away from the ribs in catering, which was clearly code to avoid me.
Wow. Listen, I'd love to stay and clear this nonsense up, but Cole Quinn called into my podcast appearance to talk smack, and now I've got to go give him a receipt.
Oh, I know. I was listening. I liked the part when he said you haven't changed one bit since your mocap meltdown.
We'll see about that. Good luck, Chase. I hope you get to the bottom of whatever deranged conspiracy theories you were talking about.
Oh, I doubt that very much. Thought you could just blow me off, huh?
It's not polite to show up without an invitation, Chase. Guess they don't teach that in
A
Durant.
good one. But I think it's about time.
You want serious? How about a match tonight? And if I...
You sure you don't want to catch your breath first? I'm not interested in cold.
Nope. You'll actually be doing me a favor. 2 wins in one night is exactly the kind of buzz I need right now.
Very confident for a WWE washout. Okay, tough guy. If you've got so much gas left in the tank, why don't we make it a no DQ match?
Even better.
I have another big opportunity for you to generate some buzz in a different part of the world.
I'm gonna have to start paying you commission.
What are you thinking? 25%, 30, or maybe 20% plus a cut of all future royalties?
I was kidding.
Right. Me too. Anyway, I could get you on a show in Mexico teaming up with Hector Flores. WWE sending him to Lucha Magica for a special appearance, and the local promoters are looking for a hot commodity to team up with him.
I don't really cross paths with Hector much when I was in WWE, but I've heard he's a good guy. And if not, well, at least it'll be some good exposure. I'll do it.
All right. And the flight's on you, since, I'm not getting paid for any of this.
Didn't know you were going to be here too.
Same. I had enough of you after the Apex tournament. Thought I could be look-free for a while.
Don't call me that.
Okay. Look.
Gentlemen, you're going to have to learn to get along better, since you'll be teaming together tonight.
What? I thought you said Hector Flores was my partner.
Hector is your partner. Both of yours. It's a trios match. Lucha Libre tradition.
You gotta stop doing stuff like this, Tavish.
I knew you'd throw a tantrum and not want to do it, which is why I didn't tell you. So I'll stop doing this stuff when you learn how to get outside of your comfort zone.
Are you two done yet? I don't want to do this either, but I'm not over here crying about it with a weird old wrestler who follows me around everywhere I go.
Okay, I see your point about him, but it's too late to change the match. Just put your issues aside and work together. You don't have to be best mates or anything. Deal?
It will be good content for my socials, I guess. So, I'll do it.
Fine. But just this one match. That's it. Hey, Hector. I was happy to be teaming with you down here. Until I found out we were also teaming with Chosen.
It will be fine. I've known Chosen for a while. He can certainly rub people the wrong way, but he means well.
Maybe you're right. I'm willing to give this a shot if you are, I guess. But enough about Chosen. What have you been up to lately?
It's been an interesting time for me in WWE. I turned down the chance to join Los Lotharios, and they've been messing with me ever since.
Ha, faction trouble. I had my fair share of that in WWE too. You're better off on your own.
Yeah, in this case at least. Anyway, I'm happy to see you doing so well now. I had heard you were having a hard time after WWE. Someone said you got into a fight with Sami Zayn at a video game shoot?
Yeah, that happened. But it's all my past.
Sounds good to me.